And welcome back to the hot stage where we are talking WRC Acropolis. Who survived? Well, it was Seb Ogier that arguably was the best driver of the day. I say arguably because he also was the man that won the hand-cooked tyre lottery. Yes, the gifts of the Greek gods were given to Seb Ogier, and he even admitted it himself. Although, to a certain extent, you make your own luck, but it was looking so close, around a second. At times, with the penultimate stage to go between him and Thierry Neuville, an absolute heartbreak for Thierry as he ended up getting a double puncture. He still finished second, which is really important, but Seb Ogier is now very much in that championship hunt, isn't he? How many other rallies is this man going to do? Is it going to be Rally Championship number 10? Well, I've absolutely no idea whether it's going to be Rally Championship number 10, but I guess we're going to have our fingers crossed. He's even not confirmed how many rallies he's doing. He initially said, didn't he, when he started, about 10 rallies, didn't he? But I guess we're going to have to see. But this was Thierry Neuville's car after that puncture. Look at it. It's just been absolutely destroyed, hasn't it? No. It's just completely that part of the car's completely gone, and that was captured by Dirtfish. An absolute heartbreak for him. He was driving his heart out. Having said that, 4th place for Josh McErlean. His best ever result. Absolutely fantastic, I think, for Josh, keeping his cool head. Although I think maybe on pace you could make an argument that Armstrong impressed more, but it was Josh that kept together. There was that on the penultimate stage, that little whoopsie, let's say. But after the whoopsie, I think he's got to be really proud of himself. Well done, Josh McErlean, absolutely. Hyundai ended up retiring Danny Sordo. The decision had been taken as what they're saying a strategic measure to optimise the team's preparation and provide the greatest possible flexibility ahead of the upcoming fast travel rallies. It's nice that Hyundai can do that, though, isn't it? I don't know. You can do that with the rules. It just gives me Danny Sordo wasn't doing particularly well after his puncture. But still, I can't help but feel it kind of gives me a bad taste in my mouth, that does. I don't like it. Seb Ogier's come out and he said himself, a perfect weekend, taking maximum points, exactly what we needed. It was. He needed something. He needed to win. He needed something to reignite or even ignite that championship campaign, because even since Monte Carlo, was it really there? He finished second and then... No, it wasn't, was it? Let's be honest. But he said himself, it feels good to win the Acropolis Rally again after many years. We tried our best and I think we had the right strategy for the whole weekend. He said it was very close with Thierry and there was no chance to relax. Absolutely wasn't. Like often here, it's been a very tough rally, particularly for the tyres. I'm I'm glad that we were able to stay out of trouble. That is a very positive result for us. It absolutely is. Well done, Seb Ogier. And what was most impressive, him winning the Wolf Power stage, he was still absolutely going for it. Maximum Sunday points, maximum overall rally points. We get into who scored what in a bit, but yeah, well done, absolutely well done, Seb Ogier. Now, in terms of what's going to happen later, he said, I think I'll be able to tell you soon. That's in relation to how many more rallies is Seb doing this year? Now it looks like he's well in fight for the contention for the championship. And he said, I think I'll be ready to tell you soon, but I've already been talking about taking some decisions before this weekend. So, yeah, I guess we're going to have to wait. 3rd place, Takamoto Katsuta. Big thanks to Aaron, he says, and the whole team who provided a trouble-free car, a trouble-free run. And I'm beginning to agree with Mike Cheney here. Mike Cheney said on Rally TV during the commentary that this is, even taking into account Taka's 2 wins, this is probably this year his best rally so far. And I'm now inclined to agree. 3rd place, he said it was tough, and it was 3rd place in spite of starting from 2nd position, which is why this has been so impressive for Taka. Let's see where he ends up in our winners and losers. Sami Pajari, sad about the punctures, possibly could have been a podium. P5 in Greece, not the podium we were aiming for, but he says, but a great Super Sunday and Power Stage meant we scored the 2nd most points behind Ogier. So well done, and he kept on proving during the rally. Yeah, absolutely, Sami Pajari. He will get that win soon, surely. Your heart goes out to this guy here, though. Your heart goes out to Thierry Neuville. We gave it everything until the end and never gave up. P2. It just seems so unfair, doesn't it? Rallying is such a cruel sport. Jon Armstrong knows about it. A rally of what could have been, he says. We had the pace for strong results this weekend, but unfortunately, luck had other ideas. Still, it's very special to have picked our first day. It was, only to get their puncture. I mean, he was in 3rd. It would have been a very different rally. And, yeah, 3rd. M-Sport. 1st podium. Oh, it's just heartbreaking, isn't it? And what I thought was interesting was Josh McErlean's, this is from Dirtfist, Josh McErlean's 4th place on the Acropolis Rally, Greece, is M-Sport's best WRC finish since, you've got to go all the way back from November 2024. So you're looking at over a year and a half ago. And it was Adrian Formeau. November 2024. Wow. I know. Insane. And this is now footage of the smart RC. I mean, the FIA have come out and said, we have done our investigations. Look, see for yourself. Someone threw a rock. I mean, absolutely someone threw a rock. It goes really slow. And someone throws a rock. There it is. Someone throws the rock. Someone, you can see it there. Someone is throwing, I mean, as slow as Reddit actually is. You can see it. Someone throws the rock. There it is. Yeah. It's so blatant. You know, we're never going to catch the guy that broke. But it's just pathetic, isn't it? It's just absolutely pathetic. So here we go. These are the stage results. I mean, I don't, funny enough, have the stage results for SS14, but this is how the rally looked after the first stage of the day, which was SS14. You've got Seb Ogier leading, Thierry Neuville second, Takamoto Katsuta in third. But look at the 1.3 seconds between them. It's absolutely insane. Stage number 15, a dead heat. I mean, this was rally competizione manna from heaven. Between Neuville and Ogier, it was so exciting. Katsuta again just 1.2 seconds off, and when you look at Evans, 13.9, the championship leader. Now, yeah, I know Evans did have issues, didn't he, with his puncture, etc. Armstrong obviously pretty much opening the road, doing a solid job. Oliver Solberg being okay, I guess. This was SS16, the penultimate stage, where Seb Ogier wins by 9.7 seconds from Pajari, simply because this was the stage that Thierry Neuville had a puncture. Really, really bad. Not good at all. Sesk 7th, Armstrong 8th, Danny Sordo 9th, and then I think they ended up retiring, didn't they, before that? But yeah, it's... What can he do? What can you do? It's really close between Evans, Solberg, Katsuta, and Sesk and Armstrong. I mean, look at that, 25, 20, just a couple of seconds, less than a couple of seconds between the two of them. This is SS17, which ends up being Seb Ogier winning by 2.7 seconds. I didn't think he was going to. I thought he'd take it easy now that Neuville's out. So absolutely well done to Seb Ogier. Very brave, taking a risk, but one thing he's very good at is managing that risk. So it was Sami Pajari second on the Wolf Power stage, Thierry Neuville third, Takamoto Katsuta in fourth, Elvin Evans just pipping Oliver Solberg by 0.9 seconds, although 6.1 seconds down overall to nab that last point, so that 1 point for the power stage. So this ends up your Super Sunday classification as well. Seb Ogier winning, Sami Pajari second, Takamoto Katsuta third, Neuville fourth, and Oliver Solberg just getting that 1 point for the... And that's the only point he ended up getting throughout the whole rally, sadly. Maybe that point will become very important later on, though. Who knows? Now, this is the overall rally classification. There was Seb Ogier winning from Thierry Neuville by 58.3 seconds, thanks to that double puncture. Takamoto Katsuta 3 minutes down, but in third. Josh McErlean in fourth. Sami Pajari fifth. Adrian Formeau 5 minutes down. Puncture was pretty much the word of the rally, I think, overall, especially if you're Formeau, Evans, for example, Neuville, Sesks. Sesks. We'll get into him in a bit. So Sami Pajari 5th, Adrian Formeau in 6th, Elvin Evans 7th, Martin Sesks in 8th. And then you've got Vervez winning for WRC2, just beating comfortably in the end, actually, Mikkelsen. And then Oliver Solberg all the way down in 12th, Jon Armstrong 13th, Jordan Seredis in 14th. Yeah, Solberg and Armstrong, 15 and 18 minutes down, obviously, because the whole restart rules, etc. So maximum points achieved by Seb Ogier, a total of 35. Second in line was Thierry Neuville on 22. Takamoto Katsuta third with an overall of 20 points. Then you had Josh McErlean with 12. Well done, M-Sport, finally getting a few more points. Sami Pajari in fifth. Adrian Formeau in sixth, getting, I think both of them get 8 points apiece. Elvin Evans 7th, getting 7 points apiece. Overall, Sesks getting 4 points. Vervez 9 in ninth, finishing getting 2 points. Sorry, and Andreas Mikkelsen getting that 1 point there. And yeah, I mean, it was just and then you got Oliver Solberg getting that that lonely one point there. But this is now what the championship looks like. We've got Elfyn Evans leading on 158 points. Takamoto Katsuta in second on 151. And there, replacing Solberg for third, is Seb Ogier on 125 points. So he's within a perfect rally win. Now, of Elfyn Evans, he is looking dangerous. Sami Pajari in fourth, 115, overtakes Oliver Solberg, who was on 102, but he's now on 103. Formo in sixth with 97. Thierry Neuville in seventh with 95. Can either of them still... I think it's not impossible. We need more like that. I mean, they beat everyone but Ogier did Neuville. Padden, obviously, in 8th in the championship. Esapek Alapi, 9th. And Johan Rosal in 10th in the championship. Sadly, yeah, no sign of the M-Sport boys yet. But these are the manufacturers' championship. M-Sport, 107 points. But it's still tied to leading on on 416. I mean, you know, that's just insane, isn't it? It's just insane. Absolutely insane. So, moving on then. Let's then get into our winners and losers of the rally, shall we? So, who was the most disappointing person overall? We're not just doing the days. Let's say we are doing the rally as a whole. And the most, for me, was this guy here, Oliver Solberg. Overall, shouldn't have got that puncture. Nothing you can do about it. He did make that mistake, though, on the penultimate, the last stage on the Friday. And just head in hand. And then when he did come back, it was the whole rally. He seemed to be playing it safe. It was like the Oliver Solberg from the last few rallies didn't turn up. And it'd be one thing if it felt like he was playing it too safe. And we know there must have been something. There must have been something going on in his head. But he will be back. He will bounce back. And I completely agree with Mike Chen. He said he is, pound for pound, the fastest rally driver we've got. I always need to say that about Tanak, who weekly made a few mistakes, didn't he? But yeah, absolutely, Oliver Solberg is the fan, and I think Solberg is one of the few people that Seb Ogier actually fears, which we did a whole video about. Another guy though who I felt was really disappointed with this guy here was Martin Sesks. He was kind of anonymous throughout the whole rally. I know he had punctures and he had that technical thing that cost him minutes, but even in terms of the times, it was Mr. Armstrong that was, arguably in terms of speed the most impressive at M-Sport. And Josh McErlean, I was really disappointed. We expected more from Sesks, and I also expected more from this guy here, Elfyn Evans. I know he opened the road. I know it's very difficult. You look at what Taka did, opening second. Yes, Taka did have a slight advantage over Elfyn Evans being second, but still, this is probably the most disappointing rally in years, and I put that from from the beginning of 2025 up until now, let's say, for Elfyn Evans. I don't know, is that a bit harsh? Danny Sordo retired. Yeah, about as good as he really could have done. I love his. I'll tell you what I do like. I really like his interviews. They're always really, really, really positive, etc. As you can see, there we go. It's a bit better. I'm sorry. I really enjoy whatever Danny sort of did. He's really, really positive. He was looking really fast at points, and that puncher kind of like took the wind out of him. Now, all these are really, really positive now, I think, because Sami Pajari, he did finish 5th overall. I thought he did a really, really, he did a solid job. Got those punctures. He lost the puncture lottery along with this guy here, Adrian Formeau, looking like he could challenge for the win, potentially, until, again, he lost that Hankook lottery. Goodness knows what's going to happen when we get to Saudi Arabia. But yeah, again, really felt for it. Really felt for Formeau, but a really solid result. And another solid result, really solid result for Josh McErlean as well. Absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy for the guy. Top, best position they've done in 4th. Really mature. Yes, there was that one mistake on the penultimate stage, which was slightly embarrassing, wasn't it? But he had enough of a lead. He kept his head and carried on, even though the car had to kind of like be a bit stitched together at the front come the final stage. But well done, Josh McErlean. But he's not our top M-Sport driver, because this guy is our top M-Sport driver overall, winning his first ever stage, being in the top 3 so many times, being really, really super fast as well at times, and then doing a fantastic job at pretty much opening the road, let's be fair. Is Jon Armstrong up next. But the top 3, it's kind of like the way they finished, really. Maybe that's a bit boring, but Takamoto Katsuta in 3rd. I think this is his strongest rally result. Yeah. And if I could do an equal second, he would be equal second with the next guy. if I'm honest. But yeah, top result. His best performance this year, easily now. I think Mike Cheney really helped convince me. And in terms of amazing performances, going toe-to-toe with one of the GOATs was Thierry Neuville. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. We want to see more. Now, yes, he didn't finish the rally, but the one saving grace is, the one thing we can take away from this weekend is that Hyundai is fast. There's hope, isn't there, for the rest of the season? Can they challenge for that championship? I'm not sure. They're quite far behind. Can they challenge for more wins? Absolutely, I believe they can. But the man of the rally is this guy here, the GOAT, one of them at least. Well, it's going to be one of the Sebs potentially, isn't it? But yeah, absolutely fantastic. Well done, Seb Ogier. And for me, it was what sealed it for me was getting that World Power Stage win as well. Absolutely sending it. So well done, Sébastien Ogier. A fantastic job. Really, yeah. What can I say? Brilliant. Perfection. And I'm going to leave you with they're the points. This is how the rally ended. Well done, Seb Ogier. If you did make it to the end, please consider giving us a subscribe. That would be very nice. If you did make it to the end, we're not worthy. Thank you very much. We will no doubt speak to you soon. Stay safe, and above all else, also, stay sideways.